Hey everybody, Uncle Pete here, and I just recently wrapped up watching Return of the Living Dead 40 days in a row, leading up to the 40th anniversary release of my favorite movie of all time, which is today. Yes, 40 years ago today, August 16th, 1985, the greatest movie ever, Return of the Living Dead, was released. So for the last 40 days, I've watched that film every single day, most of the time early in the morning. I started that journey on July 7th, one day before I actually had a hernia repair surgery. So even throughout all that recovery, I still watch this film every single day, posting daily videos on it. So what am I going to do today to celebrate the 40th anniversary? I'm actually going to give you my top 10 moments from Return of the Living Dead. So let's get started. Very few films are able to blend horror and comedy so well. No one can really touch the energy that Return of the Living Dead has, blending, horror and comedy. It's wild, undead, punk sensibility, the unforgettable lines. This movie really carved a permanent place in my heart. So here are my top 10 favorite moments from this classic film. And coming in at number 10, we got the opening sequence in the medical supply warehouse. This film sets a tone right away with Frank's tale about the original, real true story behind Night of the Living Dead. Then you get the accidental release of the trioxin gas and just all the resulting chaos. Frank and Freddy get hit with it, and then we get that wonderful title card and that great intro music. Watching as we watch the 245 trioxin spread throughout the warehouse. Great way to start this film. Number 9, we have when Bert cuts the head off that yellow zombie. You got Frank freaking out, calling Bert a son of a bitch. Freddy's freaking out, saying, "Hurry up!" You get the sounds of the zombie gurgling while his head is being cut off. Then we see the headless body running around with its head pinned to the floor by the pickaxe. It's a fun scene, a great blend of comedy and horror, and I still laugh out loud every time I see it. Number 8, of course I'm going to have this on my list, Trash's dance, and even with the setup between her and Spider. You get that wonderful dialogue. Do you ever fantasize about being killed? Never. Do you ever wonder about all the different ways to die, violently, and wonder what would be the most horrible way to die? Trying to think about dying too much. Then Trash gives us her fantasy, and she takes her clothes off, and we get that iconic dance as everybody is dancing around with flares to that wonderful song. Number 7, we have when Ernie shoots that little zombie. It's just a really funny scene, and I crack up every time. He closes the door to the ambulance and sees his little zombie chowing down on some brains. Of course, he freaks out, shoots it. Bullets don't do any good, and he runs inside as the zombie chases him. It's so funny. Even the zombie kind of slips a little bit while running, and that really just adds to the comedy of this film. Another iconic part we have to put in there.
Send more paramedics.
The zombie sees control of the ambulance and requests reinforcements with such a chilling monotone. It's unexpected and dark just to see the zombie pick up the microphone and say,
"Come in dispatch. Send more paramedics."
It's kind of chilling in the way that he delivers it. It's like, oh man, these zombies aren't the zombies that we're used to. So yeah, totally unforgettable line. And then we have the release of the 245 trioxin up into the clouds as the rain starts. Rains, floods the graveyard, and then the zombies rise. You get Do You Want to Party, that wonderful song. Zombies crawling out of the grave, the punks freaking out and screaming, pouring down rain. It's just so exciting and chaotic. And it doesn't happen until 50 minutes into the movie, and you're still engaged the entire time up until that moment. But once that moment hits, the balls really start rolling. So, yeah, as soon as the rain hits, zombies rise. You get that wonderful punk song. Yeah, definitely top-notch part of the film. And at number 4, we have the torso, the half-corpse with her monologue strapped to a gurney. And we get this anime course explaining the agony of death and the hunger for brains. Ernie's asking her, why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
Yes, why do you eat brains?
It makes the pain go away.
It's really interesting how, in the past, zombies just ate flesh. But this was the film that started with zombies eating brains. And to learn that the zombies eat brains because it makes the pain of being dead go away because it hurts to be dead.
I can feel myself rot.
They're intelligent somewhat. They know what they want, and just to hear that while they're eating brains is really interesting. And even to this day, if most people say, "Hey, what does a zombie eat?" Most people may say brains, and it's because Return of the Living Dead. Number 3, one that's probably going to fly under the radar for most people. It's that tender moment between Casey and Chuck. They're in the medical supply warehouse, both terrified, not knowing they're going to be saved. Casey is just sobbing, holding herself. You hear the zombie screaming outside. Casey turns to Chuck, says, "Chuck, I never did like you, but oh God, hold me tight." And it's such a departure from her character because she didn't like Chuck at all. He kept trying to get with her, and it was a flat out no. She just messed with him the entire movie. It just shows you what happens when you're in crisis, how these two come together. She's like, "I didn't like you, but please hold me tight." It's a really sweet moment that really it steps outside the tone of this horror comedy, but it fits so well because there's so many good moments like that in this film. Horror, comedy, and even tender moments like this one. And number 2, we have Tina and Ernie in the crawl space at the end of the film. Tina is just in shock, and she can only sob. She's petrified, panicked. The love of her life is trying to kill her, wanting to eat her brains. She's cornered in this small space with Freddy closing in. This is not the man she loves so much. He's screaming at her, wanting to kill her. Then you see Ernie slowly holding the pistol to her head. He's not going to let Freddy kill her. You know what he's going to do, and it's kind of a poetic moment, especially when you pay attention to Ernie throughout the film. There are hints about his past. So for him to be thinking of this poor girl who's going through hell, he was going to make a very difficult decision that I kind of agree with. And plus, it's just wonderful acting from Tina and Ernie. Ernie's not saying, he doesn't say anything, but you can see the look in his eyes. And Tina, she's just so scared. Definitely an underrated performance and a groundbreaking moment in this film that I really love. And coming in at number 1, my favorite moment of the film, Frank's sacrifice at the end. He kisses his wedding ring saying goodbye to his wife. He knows what he is, and he doesn't want to be like that. It's a stark contrast from Freddy, who's ready to kill Tina seconds after he turns. Frank loves his wife so much, it prevents him from going stark raving mad. It's like his love for his wife temporarily conquered his death curse. And it's just really touching how he sacrifices himself. Like, hey, I'm not going to turn into that. I'm going to take myself out. It's really interesting. I would like to think I would have done what Frank did, since I love my MJ so much. I hope I would have done something like that and not turned into a Freddy. Be more like Frank, not like Freddy. It's just, again, it's a tender, somber moment in this horror comedy, but it's the one that really sticks out to me the best, and it's actually my favorite moment from this film. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that. A quick little video going over my top 10 moments from my favorite movie of all time after spending 40 days in a row watching it. I had a lot to talk about. Every day I put out a 1-minute video talking about something I gained from each viewing experience. Little tidbits, stuff that I learned from the book, stuff that I learned from the comic books. So go check all those videos out. I'll put a playlist up here for you to check it out. And I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't easy making this list, harder than I thought, because there are so many incredible moments. I could have put a lot more. So, yeah, without a shadow of doubt, Return of the Living Dead is my favorite movie of all time. It's a wild ride from start to finish. Funny moments, scary moments, tender moments. It's humor, it's horror. It's just so easy. This film is going to remain a very important part of my life for a long, long time. And I love it so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.